Hi and welcome back for another art journaling video. Today I am a little more excited because I can share the new stamps we are releasing today over at Rubber Dance. I'm not using all of the sets, but I will use the flowers. We have two big brand new flower stamp sets and I will use them on this page. I am working in a handmade journal. And I start by sticking down some leftover papers and also old book pages. As always, I'm using the Tombow glue stick. It's my favorite one because the paper doesn't wrinkle and it can be corrected for about a minute or so before it completely dries. I use our stitching border on some of the papers before I glue them down. I really love that stitched look, and of course you can also use your sewing machine and stitch over your papers and then glue them down, but for me I think it's easier and a quicker way to do it like that. To create some collaging on the background is one of my favorite things to do because it makes it much easier to start a page when you have already something going on. It's the same with leftover paints. That's also something I really like. When I have just some paint left over, I smear it into another art journal, and then for the next time I have something to start with. What I'm also using on this page are pieces of a watercolor painting. I recently tried to practice more watercoloring, and all these papers with my watercolor practice paintings, I think they are too pretty to put them into the shelf, so I decided to cut them up and use them in my journals. What I also did, when I really like one of them, I scanned it first so I don't have to be afraid that I will miss it after cutting it up. Yeah, and what I can recommend is when you want to dive into watercolors is absolutely SKILLSHARE. I watched the videos there for about 3 months now and I am so happy with it. I have a 2 free month code always listed in my description box, so if you are interested in trying that out, you can just use that, and if you cancel in time you don't have to pay anything. And here you already see my brand new stamps. The sets are called Loose Florals, and we have a number 1 and a number 2. And you can see it's totally inspired by watercolor flowers, and I have some leafy shapes and different flowers, and I have stamped those to Bristol paper and colored them in with watercolors, and then I cut them out and arranged them on my page. All the new stamp sets are 10% off the regular price until January 24th. So if you want to have a look, there is of course a link in my description box. To blend everything together and to fill the gaps, I am going in with white gesso and my palette knife. If you want to see close-up images of my finished project, you can jump over to my blog. It's linked in the description box. I go in with my watercolors and just add some color here and there until I'm happy with the result. I do some mark making with a graphite pencil. I now go in with another border from the grungy border stamp set and add just a little bit more texture to the background. I'm adding some white splatters to the page and I just used that white watercolor that is in my palette. When you do that, you have to make sure that you have a really opaque watercolor. There are also semi-transparent white watercolors and they are not so good to add splatters because you won't see them very good in the end. Here I'm stamping one of the Rubber Dance collage elements and it's just a little ticket, and I quickly add some color and then cut it out and stick it to my page. I also add some words. These are from the journal word stamp set and they are embossed with white powder to black cardstock. It seems as if I can't stop creating on this page, and here I'm using our vintage postcard stamp and add just some script to the background. Here I'm going in with the Neocolor crayons and add just some art marks to the page. I think it's already colorful enough, but I don't know what was going on in my mind. I just can't stop on this page. I add some more scribbly lines with that graphite pencil, but I'm dipping the nib of the pencil into water so I get a really deep black line. And here you can see the finished spread. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching and I hope we see us next time. Bye!